Hi people, welcome to a workout, and today's workout is train like a legend, and the legend I'm training like is again Eugen Sandow, yeah, because he's one of my favourites. Now, last time I covered the light dumbbell system of his, then I covered the body exerciser that he did. Now I'm covering the wall exerciser, and it's this little workout here, Eugen Sandow's wall exerciser workout. Now, I bought this piece of kit especially so I could do this, train like a legend. This is the Terry's wall exerciser, and it doubles up as a chest expander. But if you watch my video of a day, I used it was a bit too light, so I've adapted it. I've used the two springs, I've attached them to these, two of them, and then I've added a £5 Spenber spring on each side. So I've got £25 of resistance there, £25 of resistance there, £20 of resistance there, and 25 there. Yeah, but if you look, I've done that long one on a short thing, I've done that short one on a long thing, so they end up same size, and I've adapted it so you can do that, yeah. So it just makes it a little bit more beefy, because it just wasn't quite beefy enough. So today's Train Like a Legend is Eugen Sandow's wall exerciser workout, yeah. And I'm going to start off with what he says does the lower pecs, yeah. And I'm going to do it like I did the last one. I'm just going to do one round of 30. So off we go, lower pecs, yeah. So let's step away from door, have one leg bent so they don't pull us back, yeah. And we basically just pull our arms down. I'm going to try it. No, it doesn't work. 11. That way, yeah. I think I need to be closer. About there. A bit further. $24. $28. $29. $30. Quite a decent exercise that. Felt it in the forearms, felt it just under there, that lazy muscle that you never use. Felt it in the lower portion of the chest, definite, yeah. Felt it in this part of the arm here. So yeah, felt it in quite a few places, to be honest. Not bad. Right, exercise 2. I've got to step away from this wall. Got to put one foot forward. Yep, like that. And then arms back, arms straight, and then off we go. 1. 2, nice and steady. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. Halfway, 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Excellent exercise, yeah. It's very, very different from what we do these days, where we do that one or that one bent, yeah. It's all straight and the spring comes past your neck. But it trains heavily forearms, all of your forearms. Trains wrist strength because you try to hold your arms straight, so it's stabilising all your wrists. Trains chest for definite, inner and outer, yeah. Stabilises shoulders, I did notice that. Now, I mentioned this the other day, these are very good rehabilitation workouts. So if you're rehabilitating, yeah, and you want to do something to keep in, you can't do weights because it hurts, you can't do chin-ups, pull-ups, press-ups and all that palaver, yeah. But you can do these. They're heavy enough to work you if you do the reps, but they're also, because of the spring situation, your rotator cuffs have to work and you have to stabilise your shoulders. I noticed I have to stabilise my wrists as well throughout the movement. So it's a very, very, very good rehabilitation tool, if nothing else. Right, exercise 3. I've had to put my wall exerciser on floor there. Now, I don't know if you can tell on this picture, but Eugen Sandow had it set up a different way. His wall exerciser used to be set up top, bottom, and then he had like a band, and he set it up in middle, so everything came from middle of door. I can't do that with my wall exerciser, so I'm going to have to try and do this exercise from floor. Now, I've took some springs off, because it is difficult for me with a bad shoulder, but it goes something like this: arms behind your back, and then raise them. 1, 2. Try and keep your arms straight. 3. Behind your back. 13. 15. Now a breather. He's hurting my shoulder a little bit. Good exercise this actually. Just let my shoulder settle down. Carry on. I think I might be going too far up. I think it's supposed to stop at eye level. Six more. Difficult exercise this. I'll explain why in a minute. Two more. 6. Very good exercise. Absolutely a peach of an exercise, yeah, believe it or not, very strangely. So when your arms are that way, yeah, it stretches the bicep, tenses the tricep to start with, and it stretches your chest, yeah, and it stretches your shoulders out. You get a good stretch. But because you're in this position, you're kind of in a neutral position, and you can't build any inertia, you can't build any momentum, should I say, and you have to just like physically lift it up. Now, I've got weak joints because it's poorly anyway. But to be fair, that wasn't the main issue. The main issue just was the fact that it brought all my chest into it, all around there, this part, that part here, and then up there, it brought this part of the chest in, and it brought all the delts in, yeah. Forearms, nice stretch on the bicep, triceps, total upper body workout that, total upper body exercise. Surprisingly difficult, yeah. Very good. I don't know if it's because I've like pre-exhausted the body on the other two, which I found really easy, but it just seemed to exhaust really quickly. Very good exercise. Eugen Sandow was a master, by the way, yeah. Some of these workouts should not be ignored, they should be done. I did the Terry's wall exercise the other day, and already this is heads and shoulders above that one what I did the other day. These exercises really hit the spot. Right, this next exercise, yeah, exercise 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got the exerciser on the floor, whereas Eugen Sandow had the exerciser in the middle of the door. So when he did this exercise, he could actually put his hands behind his head like that, yeah. But because of where my wall exercise is situated, I have to put my hands on the side of my head because it won't allow me to get there. Now I've reverted it back to its original format, so I've got one spring either side and the spring in the middle because the two springs on either side were too difficult for this move. So it's quite difficult to hold for me, is this, but I'm going to try my best. So basically I can only get to there, yeah, then it's feet together, yep, and down, and back. Wow, I have to say, I'm more than impressed with that exercise, yeah. Hamstrings, glutes, lower back, what I call the columns, yeah. I've done good mornings before, I've done hyperextensions before. Nothing hits the lower back like that. Yeah, it's constant. It don't give over. What a fantastic exercise. I'm telling you, these old school exercises, yeah, there's some peaches among them, yeah. And unless you try them, you'll never know. But that is a peach of an exercise right there, yeah. My glutes are well fired up, my hamstrings are fired up, my lower columns are well and truly fired up, yeah. It's got my abs, it's got a little bit of bicep because I was holding it, a bit of tricep, yeah. It's even got the lungs going. What an incredible exercise. Right, exercise 5, it's an oblique exercise, yeah. And you can do it with one spring or two. I'm going to use one spring. So you have your hand on your hip, and you have one spring in your hand, and as you come down, you do that, yeah. So I'm going to hold this spring at my waist so it's redundant, and I'm going to hold this spring here, yeah. And it's basically legs slightly apart if you want, and then off we go. 1. 15 on each side, yeah. 15 swap sides. On that side. Now that exercise is not for the faint-hearted. If you've got a really tight back, you feel it, yeah. I think it's a very subtle movement actually. I think I might have been moving a bit too far. It's very subtle, yeah, very subtle movement. Don't try and stretch too far. I think I overstretched it, yeah. Looking at the chart, he's going to about there, yeah. Whereas I tried to overstretch it a bit, so yeah. Good exercise. It's a good lower back exercise. It's a good kind of lats and obliques. Exercise 6, we all know what this is, right? So he's got his feet together, hands on hip, arms straight, yeah, and he's pulling across. One arm at a time, so 15 on each side now, yeah. 15 on that side. I'm going to swap sides. Right, so I've swapped arms. Yeah, quite close to the camera, I do apologise. I can't do it closed legs like in the picture. I have to have them a bit wider apart. And I can't do the straight arm like it appears to be. So I'm going to do it like this, yeah. That exercise is quite brilliant, yeah. It does all the shoulder rotators inside and out, and it does the inner chest and the outer chest, yeah. It's a brilliant stretch. It stretches the shoulder perfectly and safely as well, yeah. Wow, what a fantastic exercise that is, and a few sets of that, yeah, and you will get a pump, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I've already got one, it's coming already, yeah. So people that think these old school exercises are a waste of time, yeah, think again. Right, so exercise 7, I'm at a disadvantage on this one because Eugen Sandow set it up in the middle of the door so that the thing was in the middle, whereas I've got to set it up on floor. So as soon as I start to stand up, all the strain's on, whereas in the middle you kind of get the strain right at the bottom and the strain right at the top. But where I've had to set it up, as I've just said, I get the strain immediately. So this is going to be difficult. It's a kind of a touchy toes exercise. I don't think I'm going to get my arms all the way back just because of the sheer strain of the thing. Yeah. So 1, 2. 5, obliterated, genuinely obliterated. That did glutes, hamstrings, calves, shoulders, obliques, abs, back at the bottom, yeah, lungs, everything. It was particularly hard trying to get it back. Yeah, the tension on the spring came on. Really, really difficult exercise. Yeah, they're very good. Exercise 8. So I'm going to use this hand on this hip and I'm going to just use one spring. And it's the, he has one leg bent like that. Yep. And off we go. 1. 7. Just have a breather. That is hurting, yeah. This weak shoulder is struggling on this one. And it's just because the constant pull of the spring. The strong shoulder, it won't bother it at all. But this weak one hurts. 7. 15, yeah. Very difficult on my arm, didn't like it. Like the good arm now, yeah. Twelve. 15. There's absolutely no let up on that exercise, yeah. I couldn't really get a good idea of what it was like on this shoulder because it just hurt. But this one, there was no let up. It trained, as soon as your springs kicked in, it trained right inside there. And the training went all the way around the delt as you came up on the spring and the tension came in, yeah. So it literally started there and trained all the way around as you moved up. And then down, it came back round again, yeah. Trained a bit of the trap, trained the rhomboids, got some neck. Really good exercise, far better than dumbbells, really deep burn. Now this exercise is a wee bit stranger. It's for your flexors of your forearms, yeah, both sides, and your calves at the same time. So basically, you have your arms back, you pull your arms that way, and as you do that, you go on the toes, and then that way, on your toes, that way, yeah. Quite a difficult exercise, not trying, I'm going to try it now, but I can imagine it being quite difficult, coordination and everything. So, off we go. Yeah, so, back, I have to stand back a bit now, back. Now, it pulls you forward, it's difficult. 30. When you do exercises like that, yeah, you can tell immediately that Eugen Sandow really did these exercises and really thought about them, yeah. That trained forearms, both inside and out. It killed triceps, yeah. Burnt the calves out, stretched the chest, got the breathing, yeah. You can literally tell that this man did these exercises, yeah. It's not like sometimes you get modern day manuals, yeah. Like I did the Terry's one the other day, yeah. I think that somebody just thought, do that, and wrote it down. Didn't even try it, because some of the exercises did nothing. Every single one of these exercises does something, yeah. So tonight I've trained shoulders, chest, obliques, lower back, rhomboids, triceps, biceps, forearms, calves, yeah. Quads have come involved, even though I've not touched quads, they're involved. I've trained full body, yeah. Larking about, I'm trained like a legend, wall exerciser. And now I'm going to do last exercise. Right, this last exercise, yeah, it's an abdominal exercise. So, I've got to get into position and it's quite difficult. Keep hold of that. So basically, knees up, and as your knees come up, arms come down. Extremely difficult. Thirteen. 17. I'm having a breather. 17. Wowzers. Genuinely is a really difficult exercise, this. Yeah. 7 more to go, yeah. Two more. Oh God, I can't tell you how hard this is. One, two. Well, try and get up gracefully. That is probably one of the best ab exercises I've done in my entire life. It's, wow, it's like a double whammy crunchy. So as you're pulling your arms in, you're crunching that way, but you don't realise it until you do the exercise. And then you pull your legs in and you're crunching that way as well. So you're kind of crunching from both angles because of that spring. And then when you're coming back, it's trying to pull you out of it. So at the same time, your core's engaging, trying to hold you into it. So it's a bit like doing them. Yeah, but with something pulling you. And the tension never leaves your body. Very difficult, yeah, very good exercise. So that concludes Train Like a Legend, Eugen Sandow's wall exercise workout, yeah. Now, I'm not kidding when I say this. If a person did the chest expander of that the body workout of that and the wall workout, yeah, and then added the light dumbbell system and saying 4 times a week with all those, yeah, I honestly think, in fact I know, you'd get a phenomenal physique and you'd get an absolutely outstanding physique, yeah, because this man knew what he was putting together. Now I'm going to be controversial, right, and say that Eugen Sandow kind of borrowed the light dumbbell system off Professor Attila. As we all know, he was a student of Professor Attila, yeah, but he got more famous than Professor Attila. Professor Attila invented the light dumbbell system, yeah. Professor Attila invented the £5 dumbbell system, and then Eugen Sandow came up with a light dumbbell system. And when you watch them, when you do them both together, they're very, very similar. A lot of the exercises are similar. And another thing that Eugen Sandow did, he stole the this particular piece of kit off a company that had paid him to promote theirs. Took it home, drew it out, made one. But one thing he didn't steal were the exercises that he put together for that on the wall and the body, yeah. And you get like an insight into the man himself, just what he knew. I mean, what I've just done tonight, yeah, has literally trained the entire body. I'm not joking. And that's not too shabby. That is not too shabby at all. Just for larking about on a really light spring system. Yeah. Injured as well, not trained for weeks, yeah. And I've just done that tonight. I hadn't overexerted myself, really. But I've got a pump. And I actually feel amazing. Yeah. Train like a legend. Eugen Sandow. Keep training.